Hello, everyone. Hope everybody is having a good Tuesday. Yes, we are here again with Erika Kirk yet again. More lies, and she should be sitting in a police station trying to explain her mountain of lies. Welcome back to the show, guys. I'm Cyndi Yates, and we are getting into yet more hard to ignore information about Erika Kirk's lies. At this point, I think it's safe to say, in my opinion, if Erika's lips are moving, she is lying. Period. Along with her TPUSA gang. Lips moving, lying. To which all have so much tied up in this whole mountain of deceit, betrayal, and that they can't keep a story straight to save their own asses. But Tyler Robinson is sitting in jail. Crazy ass world we live in. In this case, it's like down is up, left is right. Everybody is backwards. We all sit here investing hours upon hours looking into the real case, not the fake one, where there was no investigation. All of us with questions of what really happened. No investigation whatsoever. Tyler Robinson is sitting in jail. I mean, make it make sense. Make it make sense. There is, without a doubt, cause for a massive investigation to take place against TPUSA and Erika Kirk. I mean, in any other scenario besides this one here, the spouse is always the first person to be looked at. Always. You tell me a scenario where it's not outright known if there's any kind of investigation where the spouse isn't the first person looked at. I don't know of any. In my opinion, she thinks she is clever and sets it up as a big event. She is conveniently she's not at. They call it an assassination, a gay trans furry lover having a bad day. The kid that, had a bad day, never had been in trouble, decided, today's the day, don't like Charlie Kirk. I'm going to make all these things possible. When right in our faces, they have a mountain of facts that scream, no. Why was he pacing the floors, sleeping in another room the night before? Question. Why is multiple people showing received texts he was going to be killed? Why is every single time Erika opens her mouth, it's a damn lie? Why do all the people associated with her or her family have LLCs by the droves? Why does Erika look like she has, on paper, worked and went to school like nobody's business, like legit? But she doesn't appear to have ever had a job, and that's in my opinion. She traveled all over, and I researched the hell out of her before all the social media got pulled and privatized. I don't think that girl has worked a day in her life, but on paper she did. The family with all the LLCs. I don't know. Anybody associated with any of these people have LLCs out the ass. So I don't know. I say, show me where she has ever truly worked. A pay stub, a tax form, anything. And I'm sorry, being in a pageant is not working. So I call bullshit on that. So we are to sit back and allow people to be killed and allow greedy ass people to manipulate, mindfuck, and try to control us with bullshit stories that was so transparent from day one. And again, she is moving her mouth. She is lying. She gets caught. She puts a spin on it. Oh, we get death threats all the time. Oh, I thought I mentioned I was in the Hamptons. I was with my sick mother. I was supposed to go, but Charlie wanted me to stay home with the kids. I mean, come on, man. Every single thing she gets caught in, she has some stupid damage control, or so she thinks, excuse or lie that she comes up with, and it's all just bullshit. I personally have spent hours upon hours upon hours looking into every single person associated with every single person associated with any single person. And all these people have massive big houses, LLC by the droves. I mean, yesterday alone, it took 3 hours digging and digging and digging and cross-referencing to make sure I had the right people, just to ascertain which of Tracy's daughters worked at TPUSA as Erika's assistant, which Tracy is her best friend. Figured that out. And then you're telling me that Bestie's daughter that works for you and goes to any other event, her mommy had a bad feeling something bad was going to happen and pulled her and told her she was not allowed to go. Erika conveniently had to be with her sick mom, which she wasn't, with her sick mother. Again, lies. It's just one lie right after another. But yeah, here we are having this very conversation of why in the hell isn't anybody investigating this except for regular concerned people. This is the world we live in. You can't make this shit up. So, yeah, Tracy had a bad feeling. So she stopped her daughter from going. She didn't mention it to Erika or Charlie. Just save your daughter. It's not, I mean, people, come on. Do they really think that we're that dumb? For the love of God, I mean, really. You know who else had a bad feeling? Charlie Kirk. Yeah, but his bad feeling came to fruition. Everyone else's, well, they got lucky and also just completely dismissed his concern he would be killed and not by a gay transfer. How many more times do we have to know that if you are wealthy and powerful, innocent people can be killed or take the blame for their cause? In my opinion, allegedly, society isn't safer taking Tyler Robinson off the streets. It's worse than ever. I don't know about you, but that don't sit well with me. Nor does the little place the size of Jersey running our country. Enough is enough. We are supposed to be the United States, land of the free, home of the brave, of all the presidents. I had hope for not taking no shit. Trump was it. In my opinion, he spoke his mind. He'd done, stand-up things that was out of the norm for presidents. He spoke everything that we wanted to hear. He didn't care about money, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, he said all the right things. Just like the one before him, the one before him, and the one that continues to be after. Pedos running amok, get out of jail and assume living elsewhere, victims re-victimized over and over again. If you read the few Steen files that are not redacted, we know he worked for It's Real. So when exactly do we get our country back? Never. Voting is basically picking your poison at this point, in my opinion. Literally. Going to vote is picking your poison at this point, in my opinion. I personally am choosing to not partake in picking the poison anymore. People, we have to take a stand. We have to. We have to do it in logical ways, which is free speech until that is gone too. People knowing is half the battle. Taking a stand is the other half. Sitting here idly is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. There has to be more. We have to stand up. We have to open our mouths, open our eyes, and we have to keep putting it out there. And even when it feels hopeless, like you think in your head, what difference can I make? No, you have to speak. We have to. So I want to show you a couple of clips from Candace today.
Straight to jail for questioning at least Erika. I don't care who's mad. I really do not care who wants to be upset after this episode. Really, you will be wasting your breath. You can spend $1 billion on influencers because this is all becoming increasingly inexplicable. You are asking me to be an idiot, actually, and I cannot do that for you. Someone once commented beneath this show that if the situations were reversed and there were this many verifiable lies that Charlie told regarding the murder or assassination of his wife, Charlie would be in prison awaiting trial. And I actually agree with that assessment. We are way beyond coincidence. This is now a full-blown conspiracy. So welcome back to Candace.
I mean, she's 100% right.
We introduced to you Erika's best friend for over 15 years, a woman by the name of Tracy Martin. Now, we were working off of a tip that Tracy may have been with Erika when Erika got the call from Elizabeth and Mikey McCoy, because they were both on the phone, even though that was never revealed to the public until later. Tracy, I am told, because she's privatized her public profiles, but I am told that she has denied that claim. Okay, let's assume Tracy's telling the truth and that she was not with Erika on September 10th. That's not even relevant to what we're about to reveal to you, because what Tracy cannot deny is that her daughter is indeed Erika's assistant. I've confirmed that. And I want to be very clear here that this young woman did nothing wrong. She's not done anything wrong. I'm intentionally choosing not to name her daughter because I don't want people to stalk her, to reach out to her, or to try to learn anything about her life. She, like I said, has done nothing wrong. And in many ways, she's just beginning her life, okay? She doesn't get to choose who her parents are, and who among us would not jump at an opportunity to go work with the wife of the CEO of a massive student organization like Turning Point USA. You would...
And I am definitely not going to release her name either. It's just not appropriate. And I would, trust me, if it was appropriate, I would definitely not hesitate to do that. But why make innocent people suffer any more than what innocent people are suffering? We don't pick and choose our parents.
Story, though. Let's just stick with it, actually. She's high on... Charlie Kirk is high on life over a routine college event. And now he's up and pacing around the house, not in fear, just in excitement. This is like Disney World for him, going to UVU. Oddly, however, what we can confirm to you is Erika's best friend and her assistant did have fear for some reason. Charlie's good. He's excited, but they had fear. For some reason, Tracy Martin told her daughter, who's Erika's assistant, not to go to this event. They pull her back because Tracy senses danger. But if that's just mommy intuition, are we to believe that she did this? She pulled her daughter back from this event and she declined to share that overwhelming mommy intuition with her best friend?
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just when you think it can't get any more ridiculous, it in fact gets more ridiculous. Facts.
Also told that the definitely not at all Catholic Charlie had a priest come over and pray over him as well after he has this debating pointers handed to him and texting people saying he's going to die. He also was not at all Catholic and needed a priest to pray over him. And by the way, don't forget, he also apparently had no fears the next day, Erika says. She has his phone, but we got a priest praying over him. We have a declaration that he's abandoning the pro-Israel cause and that he feels that he is being bullied and he's done with it, and that Jewish people play into all the stereotypes. But we are also told that he had no fears the next day. Actually, he went to bed and he was just excited. He was elated. He couldn't sleep because doing college campus events was so brand new to him that he felt like a kid on Christmas morning.
Bullshit. It absolutely makes me sick. There's no words. No words to express how it makes me feel to think how he was feeling. Just what was going on around him that had him so uneasy that he knew his life was going to be took. It's so disgusting to me. It's so repulsive. Let's listen to Megan here.
On Candace Owens, you've been very supportive of her, not critical, even though she, I would argue, and I have to her face when I've had her on the show, I get on well with Candace, but some of the stuff she's been doing in relation to Erika Kirk, Brigitte Macron, and others, I do think is really regrettable, kind of conspiracy theory nonsense just for clicks and money.
Nonsense.
Why would you hesitate before criticizing her over stuff like that?
I've criticized Candace many times over the years. We've had many public fights over the years. But isn't it interesting that you will, quote, platform Candace? She hasn't been on my show in several years, but I get all the hard time. Why am I getting that? You're the one, quote, platforming Candace Owens. She and I don't have that kind of relationship. Candace took a bunch of crap because she was very anti-Israel in the Gaza war. And it became a thing where you had to say she was terrible in her positioning. And then after Charlie died, she started questioning whether Israel had any role in it. And that's when they really tried to amp up the pressure on me to condemn her. And I refused because Charlie was starting to have serious questions about Israel. Not just its role in the Gaza war, but its influence on American politicians, something he and I spent hours and hours discussing. So I had no problem with Candace Owens asking those questions. And I refused to condemn her because I was under pressure from these people who wanted me to. And then that morphed into then everything Candace said thereafter, with which I may or may not have had serious problems, that I had to, where's the condemnation? And it was all really about the Israel thing. And I'd rather die than bend the knee to these people. I'd rather die than bend the knee. It won't happen. I didn't raise my fist and say BLM, and I'm not going to condemn the people they want me to condemn just so that I can get a little pat on their head, on my head from them. It's not important to me. What's important to me is I live free. And that, frankly, is what it means to be an American.
Or it should. Otherwise, you might get, slandered and I don't know. Way to go on, Megan, speaking up like that. And again, it just leads up to and shows that Charlie felt every bit of what was coming. I don't think, obviously, he didn't expect what he got, but he was definitely feeling it. And here's his text. Just lost another huge Jewish donor, $2 million a year, because we won't cancel Tucker. I'm thinking of inviting Candace. That sounds like they're not friends, right? Kevin Freeman says, Charlie Kirk, Jewish donors play into the stereotypes. I cannot and will not be bullied like this. Leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. And whoever Mr. D is, please don't invite Candace. That might feel good short term, but it's not good long term, in my opinion. Like all groups, you're going to get wide variety of opinions. That nasty free will thing that God bestowed on us makes life frustrating at times. After dust settles, a hit, maybe, and that's all you can see on there. Again, don't invite Candace. And the way he was feeling, it's gross, it's disgusting. Here's a couple points that she pulled. On the day of Charlie's actual funeral, Erika and Andrew Colvett had an emergency call with Dr. Lee Trotter, the surgeon, trying to figure out how to respond to the public about why a 30-06 didn't pass through Charlie's neck. Erika, allegedly, is the one who, on this three-way call, suggests Charlie has a Superman neck. Andrew hits send on X. Go figure and imagine. He went through such great lengths to put that information out there and nobody believed any of it at no time. You look like a fool. Erika lied to Glenn Beck about Charlie having not sent around text messages the night before to various people signaling that he thought he was going to be murdered. You have his flipping phone. It's already out there. And you're still lying to lie, because you are a lying liar that lies. You lie like a rug. He sent multiple texts to multiple people, including his security. And ironically, the people that were concerned or feared their children's safety were held back. Convenient, in my opinion, allegedly. Erika was at the meeting in the Hamptons, which... Was she? Didn't know that until, long after that came out, when Bibi Netanyahu called and offered to take Turning Point to the next level. But she conveniently, in my opinion, can't remember that particular detail. Odd, isn't it? Oh, odd. Her memory fails at key moments when she's put on the spot and things that she doesn't want to discuss or talk about. She has a bad memory. Then she has a crystal clear memory on others. And we got to ask ourselves, how much information do you need to start an investigation on an assassination that took place that has been completely covered up and you have no way to really investigate? But how about we start with her lies? How about you call her in and break down all her lies and take a dump of Charlie's phone and all his messages and start there. I would say that would be a good start, in my opinion. Allegedly, that would be a really good start. Odd. I mean, you would truly think in most cases of death, the person's phone is automatically took. Automatically. The phone is took and they do a dump on the damn phone. They should have done a dump on Mikey's, Erika's, Andrew's, Frank Turek, Rob, all of them. Their phones should have been dumped. Of course, the SUV should have never been auctioned off. The crime scene should have never been paved over. In the real world. But we're in, TPUSA fantasy where, we don't run our own government and our president doesn't run our country either, in my opinion. When is it going to stop? It has to start somewhere. And guys, sadly, it's got to start with us. We have got to keep pushing this and keep pushing it and keep pushing it and keep pushing it. And we can't back down. We can't be intimidated. We can't be discouraged or think it's never going to change, because if we all keep that mentality, we keep going the same stupid, vicious cycle that we have been going through over and over and over again for decades and decades and generations. And forever. I want better for my kids. I want better for grandkids. And this is why I again pulled my children from public school and homeschooled them, because I don't want this poison being passed off on my children on a daily basis. They have changed history, they have rewrote history. We know this. It's not the same as when we went to school. I mean, people, we got to stand up, and if we want change, we have to be willing to voice it and make these people so sick of hearing us that they stand up and do something. Because if not, I mean, God forbid it happens to, you know, someone close to anybody else in this realm. I mean, somebody in my family gets took out like this, I'm not doing it for Charlie Kirk either. I won't. Not doing it. Not doing it for Einstein, or however we gotta play his name on YouTube today, because nobody likes to hear the truth. And he's probably living the life over in the little place the size of Jersey. Living it up. Victimizing people. Disgusting. It's gross. Nasty. And just the sheer amount of fuckery that are in the Epstein files that didn't get redacted. Like, I mean, I can't even imagine the disgusting, sick shit that is redacted, because it's pretty gross. It's nasty. Why? And I mean, I'm asking why. Why aren't these people being charged? But, you know, why aren't those people being charged? It's okay to off babies and rape women. I mean, assassinate a person trying to do good. No. I see. I truly believe that there is more of us with good morals than there is of them. So with that, I'm gonna sign off of here. I hope everybody has a good night, sleeps well, and just know that united together we stand and we're stronger. And silence is complicity. And if you could, like this video and subscribe, share, turn on notifications, that would be helpful. I will see you again tomorrow. Good night.